Welcome to the REACH Mood Management video. Being a caregiver can be stressful. Mood management, or positive thinking, is a technique you can use to change the way you think about a stressful situation when you can't actually change the situation. This video will teach you the steps of mood management and walk you through an example. You can learn more about mood management in your REACH Caregiver Notebook. Before we begin, let's talk about some obstacles to positive thinking. Unhealthy beliefs and thoughts dwell in all our minds. It just depends on what we do with them. We can't always avoid being sad or frustrated, but a large part of our mood evolves from our thoughts. Negative thoughts lead to a negative mood. Positive thoughts lead to a positive mood. Learning to manage your thoughts will help improve your mood and make life a lot less stressful. The following are types of thoughts you need to be on the lookout for. It's often easy to see them acted out in other people, but try some self-reflection to see if you fall prey to any of these. Number 1. All or nothing thinking. These are thoughts and statements that include words such as always, never, or every time. For example, you may think, if someone asks me to do something, I always have to say yes. Otherwise, I am not doing my part. I never manage the finances well. The barbecue was completely ruined by the storm. All or nothing thoughts are rarely true. Number 2, awfulizing thinking. These are thoughts and statements that include awful, horrible, or terrible evaluations. I am doing a terrible job taking care of my loved one. My coworker thinks I was gossiping about him. He's going to hate me. Number 3, focusing on negatives. Sometimes we pay special attention to the bad things that happen to us. We spend more time focusing on a single bad thing than on the many good things that happen. For example, your boss complimented you on a job well done and told you one way to improve it. Instead of focusing on praise, you obsess over the negative thing. Remember high school? What if you brought home a report card with 5 A's and 1 C, and your parents went angrily on and on about the C? This overlooks all the achievement and effort it took for the A's. Nothing and no one in life is perfect. We all have imperfections, and events have imperfections. Look past them for the positives instead. Once you recognize your negative thoughts, you can manage them. You learn to recognize the negative thoughts causing the difficult feeling and replace those thoughts with more realistic, positive ones. New and improved thoughts lead to a new and improved mood. The thought record is an easy way to manage your thoughts. When you find yourself in a bad mood, take some time and follow these steps to change your thoughts and change your outlook. Let's examine how thought management works. Let's review the steps. Step 1. Identify the situation. What happened to put you in a bad or sad mood? Let's say you texted a friend about something important and he did not reply, and that was yesterday. Step 2. Identify your thoughts in the situation. Ask yourself, what am I thinking? Unhealthy thoughts? Watch out for all or nothing thinking, awfulizing, and focusing on negatives. These thoughts are usually very counterproductive. For example, you start to think about your friend not responding to you. You might find yourself jumping to a negative conclusion. He just doesn't care about me. Learn to recognize these thoughts. Step 3. Recognize your emotions and feelings. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? You may feel abandoned by your friend. You may feel angry that no one cares about you. Does your emotion realistically match the situation? Are you forgetting the good things or things that didn't go wrong? Are you blowing something out of proportion? Step 4. Challenge and replace your unrealistic thoughts with more helpful or milder thoughts. Ask yourself, what is a different way of thinking about the situation? For example, regarding your friend's failure to respond to the text, you might substitute, I don't know why he didn't call me back. I know he cares about me. Maybe he was super busy or his phone died. This is the crucial step. It may be hard at first, but keep practicing. Become aware of the way you react to situations. Each time you catch yourself feeding a negative thought, stop. Take a hard look at that particular thought. Ask yourself, why do I think this? Was there a reason, fact, or evidence for thinking that way? Is there solid evidence for my belief? In most cases, the answer will be no. Be very honest when you answer these questions. Do not make assumptions about other people's motives. Step 5. Match milder feelings to your milder thoughts. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? You may have thought of an experience as horrible. Try to view it as merely unpleasant. Instead of being angry, choose to be annoyed. Rather than feeling abandoned because your friend did not call, feel disappointed. Be patient and give yourself time. Practice and time are necessary in order to overcome and change unhealthy ways of thinking in difficult situations. We often pick up these habits from people around us. Be on the lookout for that and choose to surround yourself with positive people as much as possible. Now let's walk through an example using Laura. Step 1. Let's say Laura is driving down the road on her way home from work when a car pulls out in front of her, forcing her to slam on her brakes. Laura, who is a cautious and considerate driver, wishes everyone else would drive carefully and considerately too. Step 2. She thinks the other driver is really rude and thoughtless. She immediately paints a picture in her mind of a rude person who cut her off intentionally. Step 3. As the driver drives cluelessly in front of her, she becomes irate. She thinks about speeding up and cutting that driver off intentionally so she can feel even. That driver could have caused her to crash into him, to damage her car, or to keep her from getting home. Laura is now awfulizing and getting grouchier by the minute. But Laura can change her thoughts and therefore her feelings to an outlook that won't wreck her day or her car. Step 4. Laura takes a deep breath and tells herself that even though the driver was careless, the driver was not personally seeking Laura out to upset her. Laura realizes the driver might have something on his mind that was distracting him. Maybe the driver just got bad news or was lost and realized he was going to miss his turn. Step 5. As her thoughts become milder and more compassionate, she becomes less and less irate and actually shakes the incident off. She still feels mildly irritated but continues her drive home uneventfully. Her irritated feelings are soon forgotten and she goes on with her day. Your turn. Here are all the steps in one place. Review the steps and then create a practice thought record to help change your habits and improve your mood. There are additional thought records you can use in your Reach Caregiver Notebook.